Greetings, Knights. Keltas here. Welcome to Kingdom of Heroes. This is Tower of Arrogance Hard, floor 50. We're up against Ignis. She can be a bit of a pain. She always has advantage over any element, and she also has a built-in violent proc. I've seen her take upwards of 10, 15, 20 turns. It's ridiculous. So you will need a bit of an RNG. You just need to persevere. You also need heal block. Now I actually have 3 heal blockers, which is Suzaku. His skill 2 is a heal block. Ifrit skill 2 is also a heal block. Lakshmi is there to push her into the corner. So basically I'm trying to use the cornering method here. And Jack-o'-lantern, she is there because she has heal block, and also she is able to attack out of range. So her range is 3 hexagons, so she can attack out of range of Ignis once Ignis has been trapped. So as you can see here, I'm slowly cornering her, but it does take a few goes, because if she starts going crazy with her violent procs, then yeah, she could basically take out your whole team. And that is also the reason why you need to corner her, because she will basically proc out of heal block. So the only way is to prevent her from taking a turn. Now you either need to corner her to do that, or you need to have a lot of units that will not only slow her and heal block her, but also prevent her from taking a turn. Like if she takes even 1 turn, that could be all over for your entire team. So as you can see now, I've successfully cornered her. She has nowhere to move. So it's now just a matter of landing enough dots and heal blocks to kill her before you run out of turns. Now, on both occasions, I got very close to running out of turns. But what I will say is that with Ifrit, I actually don't have very high accuracy. So one thing I possibly could have done was swapped out her runes for accuracy, her slot 6 for accuracy rune. And the same goes for Lakshmi. I think my slot 6 for Lakshmi is resistance. But potentially for this particular battle, I could have swapped a resistance rune for accuracy. Now with Suzaku, I actually did swap his rune out for accuracy. But that's something I had done because I was testing him on another floor trying to land dots. His without skill ups, I think it's only at 40%, so it is quite low. But the reason he's there is his skill 1 is continuous damage, his skill 2 is heal block, and his skill 3 can reduce action gauge by 40%, which you'll see me use soon. So basically you just gotta keep at it, keep landing dots, and if you time it right, you can actually bring both Lakshmi out, as I'm doing, to cast the attack speed slow, and then also you can bring Freya out to cast dots, just to speed it up a little, because otherwise you will most likely run out of turns. Now it may have been faster if my Ifrit had if I had swapped her out, her slot 6 out for accuracy, but my Ifrit is unskilled, so I think that's the other issue. There are other alternatives. So for example, you could use Vulcan. So he has a skill 1 dot as well, and another hero that comes to mind is Cassiopeia or Cassiopeia. I'll show you after the run. Yeah, but basically you need units that can do preferably S1 dots, and they need to be able to do that adjacent to the unit, because you don't want to, you can't afford to move really more than one unit, maybe 2 units at a time out of range, because as soon as you take a turn, then she'll escape, so you have to keep her cornered. And as you can see, she's resisting a lot. I don't even know if my Suzaku landed it. I think he might have landed 1 or 2 dots here and there. But you can see my Jack-o'-lantern wasn't landing a lot of heal block, which is why it's good to have a couple of backups in Suzaku's skill 2 as well as Ifrit's skill 2. But yeah, basically, once you corner her, it's just a matter of landing enough dots and heal block to kill her off. So I think, yep, another 1 or 2 turns, that should be enough to finish her off now. As you can see, I'm down to 7 turns. I think it gets pretty close. And there you go. So now I'll show you the runes. Yep, Freya's on Earthquake, but that's mostly just for the other floors. She doesn't need Earthquake for this particular floor. Ifrit, nothing special. As you can see, I didn't have much accuracy. Probably could have killed the boss faster if I had swapped out her slot 6 for an accuracy rune. Suzaku, I do have a good enough accuracy on him, but as you saw, even with that, he wasn't landing a lot of dots, and that's just probably a skill up issue because he's only a 40% activation rate. And Jack-o'-lantern, I've also got her on high accuracy. So I've basically got her on an attack build, but I put accuracy in slot 6 because in this instance it was more important to land her heal blocks, but even then she wasn't landing them very often, but again, she isn't skilled up. My Lakshmi is decently skilled up, and you do need her for that, particularly for skill 3, and in some battles skill 2 is also very important, and obviously skill 1 slow helps as well, but Suzaku can also slow, so that's another reason he's in the team. Right, so in terms of alternative, look, there isn't a lot. As I said, they need to be on, or obviously they can't be wind, so that basically rules out Lucifer. You could definitely try him, but 1, he'll probably get targeted and killed first, and 2, it's going to be hard for him to land. So let's have a look at the codex, because this is how I and most people would, I guess, would try, if they're looking for a particular skill set, this is the best way to have a look at the options. So this gives you the full list. So obviously you want either a guardian or a fighter, because anyone with that's like a normal range unit, like a normal wizard or archer, who can only attack 2 squares away, is no use, obviously, because then they'll just get killed by the boss. So Anubis is an option. My only problem with Anubis is his dot is on skill 2. Now he is great when fighting multiple enemies because for every successful hit it reduces his cooldown. So if you're attacking like 3-4 units at a time, he could basically do continuous damage every single turn. Otherwise, like I said, Cassiopeia, her skill 1 is a dot, and it is also because she's a fighter, she can be adjacent and she can basically block off the boss, and then keep attacking until the dots land. Matt is another one with a skill 1. He is also a fighter, and has a skill 1 dot. So basically fighters and guardians with skill 1 dots is what you're looking for. Just trying to think if there was anyone else. No, I think that's about it. So once again, thank you for watching, and please like, comment and subscribe.